Welcome to my new series, TAT, or Talking About Tech. In this series, I discuss trending tech topics or whatever tech-related topic that come to mind. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. So, picture this. You just walked out of the Apple Store with your new iPhone X. You hop in your car and drive so fast that your driving is deemed worse than SpongeBob's. But you don't care, because after all, you have an iPhone X. You finally get home and open up the box your phone came in. Then, you notice a few things. You notice that the circular home button that you've come to know and love has disappeared. You also notice that the screen is much bigger and isn't surrounded by those usually black or white bezels. And instead, has an enormous notch. So recently, it seems as if many smartphone manufacturing companies, for example, Samsung, Google, and others, have decided to take the same path as Apple in manufacturing their phones, some even before Apple came up with the concept. With many modern-day phones, you will notice the absence of bezels, or the rectangle surrounding the screen of the phone, as well as an on-screen home button. And, if you're unlucky enough to have bought an iPhone or Google Pixel, then you may have noticed the incredibly huge notch at the top of your phone. But, why exactly are smartphone developers abandoning features like bezels and home buttons, and going for things like the notch? Now, while this question isn't asked often, it's still relevant, and the best answer I can give you is to establish a new general design for phones. This answer might seem a bit too complicated, so let me break it down. Do you remember that time where the only type of phone that existed was the large type that you couldn't take anywhere with you? You couldn't listen to music, watch YouTube, or play games with it. Pointless phone, am I right? But over time, flip phones came along, and while they weren't nearly as good as phones today, they were better than those older ones. Then, as time went on, touchscreen phones were introduced to the world. And at first, they too were really bad, but they eventually improved. That's sort of what's happening presently. Right now we have bezel-less phones, but we also have notorious features like the notch. And while Samsung is the only company to come close to making a bezel-less phone without incorporating the notch, you can expect more phone manufacturing companies to do the same within the near future.